playoffs thinking, hey, we're going to blow the Blazers out. They lose game one, and that was really a setback, but they just stepped, as you said, MB, stepped up in game two, and now they have their complete confidence back after this first half.
Aldridge, here comes the double. They kick it out, but he's got to get it back because Aldridge passing out of the low post when the double comes. That's all we saw in game two. And that's what we've seen so far tonight. LaMarcus 0 for 4. He had the 2 early fouls, and it's exactly what we saw in game two. Phoenix's game plan against him has been perfect.
Yeah, and why not? Sometimes they don't. If the game is close, they won't double LA. They'll let their Amundsen and Channing Frye play him straight up, or Collins. But if they've got a big lead like this, why not double him, take him out of the offense, and really see if the Blazers can make some outside shots, which they haven't been able to do so far.
And now these Suns starters starting to trickle back in. Amari Stoudemire back in there. You saw Grant Hill enter moments ago. Steve Nash won't be far behind here at about the 5.5-minute mark.
And that's big because Grant Hill is 37. We got a 36-year-old in Steve Nash. And if you can give them this much time on the bench to rest, you know, they'll come at you strong late in the ballgame, third and fourth quarter.
High dribble by Dragic. Crowd didn't like that. Moves around a pick from Stoudemire. Shot clock single digits. Again, that hasn't happened much tonight. Here's Frye. Dragic, 3. Good.
As I said,
49 points on the board halfway through, not even halfway through, quarter number 2.
And the Blazers during the regular season held this team to 11 below their scoring average in the 3 games.
Aldridge has to throw up a long 2 under duress. Off the mark, Dragic fouled by Cunningham. Well, and for Blazer fans who were looking for positives going into this game, it was simply that the teams had met 5 times this season. 4 of them had followed the exact same pattern. It was almost like game 2 was the aberration. Maybe that wasn't the case.
No.
What's going to help this team get back into this game is this crowd. What has it meant to have this crowd all year long?
It's amazing. I mean, I get around, like I've said before, to a lot of arenas and haven't seen a crowd like this anywhere, and they're going to help us get back in this game.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks.
All right, Rebecca, Larry Miller, president of the Trailblazers, as Phoenix has a shot clock down to 7. Nash a long 2 is long, and that's what a little full court pressure will do, put the Suns against the clock, which isn't something that happens very often.
No, not with that group. Nash could take his time, decide. They switched on it, so rather than go inside, he went against.
Aldridge turns baseline, something he does not do often from that side. Gets it back, can be kept it alive, and the Blazers get a rare second chance bucket.
And that's, I think, the first points for LA tonight. We talked about it in pregame. The Blazers need a big scoring night from LA.
Frye catch and shoot for 3. Short, and Webster the rebound. Blazers need to have something positive happen or sustain something positive here in the final 5 of the first half. Aldridge deep position. Blocked. Foul call.
Notice how they're playing Andre Miller. Grant Hill, 6'8", backing up, trying to make Andre Miller take an outside jump shot. I don't think this far behind Andre Miller is going to fall into that web.
First trip to the line for Aldridge tonight. Portland is 3 of 6. Phoenix 6 of 11. These are 2 good free throw shooting teams normally.
Anybody that has Steve Nash on it's a good foul shooting team.
And he's 0 for 1 tonight.
Yeah.
That tells you what kind of night it's been. A freaky night.
Well, you know, he didn't get a lot of votes for MVP, but if you look at this year compared to his 2 MVP years, he shot 51% from the 2s, 42 from 3s, 94 from free throws, led the league in assists. Does that sound like MVP?
Oh, 4 different times now, 4 different seasons, yeah. He's shot over 50 from 2, over 40 from 3, and over 90 from the line.
Yeah, and he's done it 2 straight years in a row. No one has done that.
Bayless the near steal, Nash to a wide open Richardson. Richardson with 15 first half points. Had the huge game in game 2, 29 points on 11 of 16 shooting. And, you know, we talk about Amari Stoudemire, and you just mentioned Steve Nash, Grant Hill, the guy who really was on fire down the stretch of the season and who really fueled that run where Phoenix went 28-7 to finish the season was Richardson.
Yeah, he, you know, Barbosa was out because of the injured wrist, and he only played 44 games. He came back not shooting at all at the end of the year. He's back shooting much better. They've got Jason Richardson, who, you know, all his life, whether it be the Warriors or whoever he played for, he led his team in scoring 4 of the 8 years he was in the league. So he knows how to score, and he's got his confidence back. Right now, this team is a dangerous playoff team.
As people thought they were going into the playoffs.
Yes.
Then game 1 happened. But since then, it's been all Phoenix in this series.
And there's no Shaquille O'Neal to slow him down.
Richardson doubled. Hill, Nash, you start doubling Phoenix, they will pick you apart. Stoudemire.
See, and that was just a shot that would have been good defense if the game would have been close. Stoudemire might not have known what to do with it, but he just throws it up.
Miller down the middle, looking for the call, but the shot was blocked. Nash back in transition. Richardson open 3, down.
Boy.
The Suns continue to grow their lead. And the Blazers punchless offensively, but you got to give the Suns credit. Their defense. Clearly Portland playing shorthanded, but hey, they're used to that. It's been that way all year. Suns defense has shut down Portland totally here tonight.
Usually happens here at the Rose Garden to this Blazer team. They just needed to not even think about offense, just go out and be so aggressive on defense. But
as Richardson picks that away from Batum, I'm not sure if Nicholas is long for this game, as he was wincing even before going back into the game after that timeout, and now is in a lot of pain as he walks to the other end. You have to give him credit for trying it tonight, as he walked out before the ball game, was doing some light shooting but was wincing at every release. And there you don't see him get the ball stripped away that easily by defenders. And if that kind of stuff is happening, you know the shoulder is affecting him. And you can see by the way he's standing even right now at the line that he's not feeling good.
yeah, but it's the NBA, and you if you're in there, you've got it, and he's giving it his all. But this Phoenix team, when they get ahead, they play at their tempo then. And that's the worst thing that could happen to the Blazers. It's a high scoring team. Oh, they average 110 a game. They're the #1 points, #1 field goal percent.
And averaged 118 a game after the All-Star break. That's this kind of offense that we're seeing.
Yeah. And the Blazers needed that earlier from LA, but he was on the bench with fouls, so they had to put him back in.
Nash poked away momentarily by Miller. Richardson, shot clock down to 5. Nash with Aldridge on it. That one nearly went. Rebound Batum. Blazers back, but no room. Suns there defensively. Bayless gets to the rim and scores it. He was looking for the foul. Stoudemire looked like he pulled up, and there was no contact.
Well, for the crowd's sake, you would hope that the Blazers make a little run here, just to keep the people that look forward to this playoff game so much.
Stoudemire. Well, and a lot of those fans who were here at game 1 last year against Houston. Batum. Richardson fouls him, and Batum is in a lot of pain as he goes down. Hit that shoulder again.
Yeah, he hit the shoulder. He knew that if he went in for a layup,
him for any action beyond tonight in this series.
All right.
I'm just not sure how much more he can give tonight.
Well, it's just what it is, you know, he hit it, so he's going to have a little pain. It doesn't mean it made the injury any worse, the strain.
You can see the look on his